Welcome to Blacktown International Sports Park for this morning's State League match between United and Mounties. United in the field first. Going through their final warm-up. Throw the second to round it out. And Takeshi to lead off for the Mounties. Baker Brusso in the circle for United. And behind the plate for this one is Harry McDonald. Base Ethan Milligan. Second base is Elliot Mataro. Third base Sonny Woolley. Shortstop Josh Ryan. Takeshi. As for the first pitch of this match. Missing on the inside there. Pitch to start. Takes inside corner. Working that inside the one for Takeshi. Left fielder here is Sean Elliott. Centre fielder Daniel Myers, and out there in right Nick Hunter. Nice piece hit into right field. It is Hunter gets underneath it nicely, takes the catch, and Takeshi back to the dugout. He goes. A good start for United. On drive for Takeshi. A piece of it. Fortunately found the glove of Hunter out there in the right field. Going to bring up Boone Hinling. So, big lean back. Right-hander fires one in for called strike to open the account for Ling. Found a way down the first base line. Way into right field. Chase for Hunter. Two strikes here on Ling. Fight his way out of this one. Right. And Ling just watches it slide by to the catcher. Fires it in, a big swing and a miss for Ling. Sends him back to the dugout. Nice start here for the United team. 2 up, 2 down. And bring up number 66 for Mounties, Zach Roberts. Hit up high. Brian gets underneath it at the shortstop position. Takes the catch. 3 up, 3 down. That's the start the United team were after. Mounties come out firing here. Look at how they line up around the diamond. Mounties now go through their preparations. We'll have a look at how they line up around the diamond. Hitana Takuru is in the circle. Boon Hin Ling is behind the dish. Out there on first base we have Ethan Roberts. Second base for this one, Seth Charter-Smith. Third base on the hot corner, Zach Roberts. The shortstop, Ken Takeshi. The left fielder, Jamie Barrington. Usually up here in commentary with me. Finds himself out on the diamond for this one. Keeping an eye on him. Mitch Williamson is the centre fielder, and rounding out the outfielder is Fui Okafalau in right field. Lead-off batter for United is the DP in this match, Zeke Turnbull. Udu delivers the first one, check swing from Turnbull. He had a little bit of a look at it, held back the hands. Umpire Andy Burke's not fazed by that one. That time, which right down the middle draws a swing from Turnbull. Didn't get a piece of it. On the count. Swings at one upstairs. Threw it in his head again. Recently selected in the Australian under-18s team. Kuru with a change up, that's hit hard, and it will find the man Barrington, goes over his head, hits the fence. Turnbull made his way around to second. A bit of a limp going as he made his way to the base as well. Not sure what's going on there. On call. A change up from Takuru. It was read beautifully by Turnbull. He hit it hard, went long and over the head of Barrington. There in the shade up against the fence here. The next hitter, Josh Ryan. Good start for United. Ryan gets a piece of this one. It's hit hard and long into right field. Okafalau made his way into foul territory where the ball was. It looked like he lost sight of it at the last minute. He just pulled away. Read it beautifully and was underneath it. Give him a break there and say he might have lost it in the sun. But the catch, it could have been taken. Ryan. It's another delivery here from Takuru. Bunset puts it down shallow, picked up by Takuru, fields it, makes its way over to first base for an out. A sack bunt there from Ryan. It's Turnbull to home, to third base, sorry. A runner in scoring position here with Sean Elliott at the plate. Out now for United, Elliott. As a look at the opening pitch, it goes high for a ball. Right called by umpire Andy Burks. Andy served out there as well with John Greenhow on first base. At second with a runner on third. One high and wide. Ball's one strike here for Elliott. It's a piece of it over the head of Takuru. That'll score. Turnbull makes his way home and a safe hit. Elliott. A little bit of a miss hit over the head of the pitcher. He had no play. By the time it got out there in the dirt, it was a tough pick-up for Charter Smith from second base. And allowed Turnbull to score. With Elliott on first, that'll bring up 93 Daniel Myers. Attempted bunt again. Missed it that time on the inside. High and wide. No pick-off attempt. Well taken. Beautifully there by Lee, held the run at first base. Myers, a piece of it, fouls away, dead ball called, straight down into the leg. Ball, 2 strikes here. Always fight his way out of this one. Gets a piece of it, pops it up high. Charter Smith tracks it back into the grass, into shallow right field, takes the catch. Read it beautifully, got underneath it early. And that holds the runner in check. First base. He's up the first baseman for United, number 90, Ethan Milligan. Strike, Milligan moved by that pitch. Lead here from Takuru. Change up again. The called strike this time, Milligan. Didn't like the flight, didn't like the call. 2 strikes. Good speed, ground ball, hit to Takeshi. Takeshi with the fielder's choice. Had a look at the runner heading to second, but made the play at 1. Milligan not able to get there in time. So that sends United back to the dugout, but not before they score a run. And make our way into the top of the second. It is United leading by that solitary run, 1-0. Lead-off hitter for the Mounties is the pitcher Ahitana Takuru, and Russo delivers the first pitch up high. Takuru unmoved. Takuru hitting in the 4-hole, very powerful hitter. Big swing. Do a stretch after that one, just to loosen up there for Takuru. Really wound up. Nice pitch from Russo. A little bit of that one there upstairs. Takuru this time keeps the bat still once again. 2 balls, 1 strike. Doing a great job in the circle. Gets away from the catcher down low. He's been working hard at his trade over the last few years, really developed. Great young pitcher, tall and lean. And he faces one of the best in the state in Takuru. Gets a piece of that one, line drive, and that's got home run all over it. Never looked like missing. It was just a solid strike of the ball from Takuru, all the power. Said great experience, Takuru, and he read that beautifully and just nailed it. Line drive home run. No play whatsoever for the outfielders. Bring up Ethan Roberts on the back of that one. It ties the ball game up at 1 apiece. Out of the way. Missing a little bit upstairs there. It's held his cool in the box, just moved a little bit. So, stands ready. Fires one in, fouled away this time by Roberts. Again. Big lean back from Russo, fires it in right on the inside. And held it just for a little while. Umpire Burke's unmoved. Pitch just upstairs a little. Good count here for Roberts. Russo over the knockout blow. Fires it in, nice line drive into shallow left, gets underneath it, takes the underhanded catch. Was dropping as the outfielder got there. He took it beautifully. Sean Elliott here in left field, read it. Tacked the ball, as a good outfielder should. And as the ball dropped, he got his glove down at the catch. Brings up number 22, Mitch Williamson. One out now for the Mounties. Williamson holds his hands back from that one. Big swing low on the inside. Williamson like the look of that one. Russo hits him with speed. Two-strike one on the count here for Mitch. Had a little think about that one. Held the hands in check. Good done by Williamson. 3-1 now the count. Over of the hitter. I'll look to bring one back here if he can. Williamson drives it hard into the ground. Ryan picks it up beautifully. It was a hard hit ground ball. Ryan got his body behind it. Completely out at one in time. Play there from the shortstop. He's up number 23, Fui Okafalau. This beats the Fui if he can get on base. Russo look to close that out. Throws one low on the inside for a ball. Good speed right down the middle, and Wow lets it go. Nice ball. Folau very casual in the box, just lets it make its way through to the catcher. Two balls, one strike here in the hitter. It's a piece of that one, fouls it away. The first base dugout. 3 by McDonald. 2-2 now. Russo will get his way back to the dugout here. He'll lead off the inning for United. First he needs to deliver the knockout punch here. It's one of his good mates, Fui. Change up, hit hard into the ground. Woolley picks it up, fires it over. And it was lost. The ball comes out of the glove of Milligan. It was down low. Milligan with the stretch. Had the glove turned fingers to the ground. Unfortunately, the ball gets away. Go down as an error against Milligan. Brings up the left fielder, Jamie Barrington. And he looks at a called strike to open his account. Hello. 1-1 now the count here for Barrington. Talked about the speed of Fui. 2 out here for the Mounties. Barrington fouls that one away. He might have been showing a little bit more desire to make his way to second there with an attempted steal, but he's very casual. 2 strikes here for Barrington. JB fight his way out of this one. It's a piece, hands up to a high pitch. It's fielded by the right fielder and gets the ball into second base to cut it off. Holds the runners on the corners. And a nice hit for JB. Got his hands up high, as I said. That one was at the top of the strike zone. Great at bat for Barrington. He was behind in the count. He knew he had to get a piece of that one, and he was good enough to get it. He's up to the plate. Charlie Smith gets away from the catcher. Russo had to play at the plate at the speed of Okafalau. He was home safe in the eyes of umpire Burks. In a clutch play like that, the only eyes that matter are that of the blue. And Burks was right there to make the call. Okafalau in before the tag was affected by Russo. Nice cover by McDonald. Ball came off the net. He got it back to Russo. Speed of Okafalau. It's Mounties ahead. 2-1 here in the top of the second. Charlie Smith lined himself up. Now ball to Woolley. This time Woolley fires it over. And no mistake from Milligan this time. They're out completed, but not before Mounties go ahead by 1. We make our way into the bottom of the second. Mounties 2, United 1. Lead-off batter for United, pitcher Jacob Russo and Takuru. Ends in the first one, good speed. The strike zone, Russo lets it go for a called strike. This time he winds up, tries to get a piece of it. Good speed from Takuru once again. Use the change-up effectively. See what he throws here. Good speed again. A nod of encouragement from the catcher. Catcher just checks with the umpire Burks where it missed. Looked like a nice pitch. Ball 2 strikes. Russo nudges that one into shallow left field. And Takeshi, with a great catch, makes his way back, reaches over his head at the last minute to take it. It wouldn't have been a play for Barrington, who was fielding deep. He was charging in, but he wasn't required. Takeshi with a great catch from shortstop sends Russo back to the dugout. Brings up his catcher, Harry McDonald. McDonald hits it hard into the ground. Takeshi throws over to one. It was well taken by the first baseman for Mounties. Ethan Roberts had to reach out. The throw wasn't right on the money. It was a big stretch for Roberts, and he gets the out at 1. Blink of an eye, it's 2 up. 2 down for United. He's up, the right fielder, number 19, Nick Hunter. He gets a ball call on him. Doesn't like the call. Active in the box for Hunter. Holds his hands at that one, but a called strike. Oh, 2 here. He'll fight his way out of this one. It's a piece of it. He's in the contest. The animated Hunter. His next delivery, Takuru fires it in. It was dropped, but the tag affected on Hunter. He reached out for that one. What a trip to the batter's box he would have enjoyed there, Hunter. Plenty going on. That's 3 down for United. They wanted there. Mounties took the lead in the top of the second, so United had an opportunity there. The score remains 2-1 as we make our way into the top of the third. Top of the lineup here for Mounties. Ken Takeshi leads off once again. Line ball to right field. Caught by Hunter in the opening at-bat of this match. Takeshi piece of that one, nudges it foul. Third base line. Berg signals 1 ball, 2 strikes. Russo. It's a call from McDonald behind the dish. Change up. Takeshi gets a piece of it late, fouls it away down the third base line. This time hit down, backhanded by Woolley. Woolley fires it over the big reach this time from Milligan. Nice play at first base. He made to work. The throws from Woolley. Just off the base a little bit that time. Milligan had to reach out down the first base line to get the out. Nice play in the end. He's up the catcher, Boon Hin Ling. Again, to Woolley. Woolley fumbles this time, throw over. Little fumble was enough. Ling with good speed down the first baseline. Again, the take from Milligan was up high. He stretched by John Greenhill. The throw didn't beat the runner, so Ling safe at first. Brings up number 66, Zach Roberts. One down the third baseline, this time foul. Woolley getting peppered on the hot corner. Zach Roberts. Top fly. Ryan at shortstop, his first trip to the plate. This time he watches one low on the inside. So fires another one in, hands up high. Ryan made his way into shallow left, but the left fielder comes in, makes the call. That'll be 2 out now. And Ling, as the catcher, will get the speed up play. He makes his way off the base, and Roberts takes his position as the runner. He's just been caught out by the left fielder. Elliott. A great catch he's taken out there. He's read it beautifully. As I said, Ryan was making his way back at speed. Pulled off at the last moment by Elliott to complete the catch. Brings up the pitcher for Mounties, Takuru. We saw what happened his first trip to the plate, home run. Over the centre field fence. He'll look to repeat if he can. And Elliott remains on first. Roberts, it is on first. Up high. Taken nicely behind the plate by McDonald. Roberts at one again. Russo doesn't want to put anything in a hitting position here for Takuru. They want to hit hard this time along the ground into left field. Elliott comes in, picks it up. So a safe hit for Takuru, advances Roberts to second. Runners on first and second here for Mounties. Brings up the first baseman, Ethan Roberts. Mounties with runners on 1 and 2. 2 out now. Ground ball, Ryan picks it up, fires it over to one. And didn't want a piece of that one. He made his way halfway up the first base line, the out completed. The Mounties leave 2 on in order to get the third out, make their way back to the dugout. They come out here in the bottom of the third, trailing by 1. They'll look to get something back here if they can. Lead-off hitter for United, Shorty, Elliot Bataro. Piece of this one, hits it down the third baseline into foul territory. On Bataro here. Big swing one upstairs, Bataro. Can get a piece of it. Ball 2 strikes now. A bit high. Nice smile from Takuru. He might have hit the spot there. 1-2 now the count. Bataro gets a piece of that one. Nice line drive into right centre. Speed from Bataro makes his way to second. He'll stand there. End up double. Good at bat for Shorty. This piece found the gap in that centre right position. Then made its way back to the fence. Good speed from Elliot. Way around the bases. For double. Takes us back to the top for Turnbull. With a double to left field. Defence it was. Only able to make his way to second base. That one in the dirt. Bataro with the speed gets to third base. Then was quickly onto it behind the plate, but not quick enough. Gets a piece of that one, hits it hard, foul down the first baseline. On the count. Again fouls it away. Happy with himself. Low on the inside. Good enough to get the bat to it. In favour of the pitcher. That's another nice line drive into centre right. That'll score the tying run. Turnbull not moving as freely as he would like. He seems to be in a bit of pain. Essentially the reason he's not fielding in this one, just in the match as the DP. Back-to-back doubles for Turnbull. Consistent hitter. His team back level pegging in here in the bottom of the third. He's up Josh Ryan. Down a sack bunt to advance Turnbull into that scoring run position. What he does here. Out. Gets away from the catcher, Ling. Turnbull. Stays at second, as I said, not running as freely as normal. He'll be looking for a good rip here. Teammate right if he wants to advance around the bases. That one gets away. Again, no movement from Turnbull. hitters count here. 3-0. So Takuru with the job to do. And gets a piece of it, fouls it away down the third baseline. Teams have a few matches today, so they'll rotate through their pitching lineup. I saw Charter Smith rolling his arm over between innings. We'll change up from Takuru. Fielded beautifully by Takeshi. Ryan not happy with himself. Was hit. Not as hard as he would have liked it. And Takeshi was all over it. Takeshi did enough to hold Turnbull at second. Brings up the left fielder, Sean Elliott. A piece of that one. Going to fall just in front of Okafalau. Charter Smith chased it back from second base. Okafalau running in, let it fall in front of him again. Being of somebody like Fui, I would expect him to make those catches. I don't know if he was put off by Charter Smith charging back. But it was just a lack of communication. Now runners on the corners for United. He's up Dan Myers. Just the one out in Ryan. High pitch from Takuru. X. Ask a question where that one was missing. On the inside this time. Patient bat here for Myers. Count in his favour. Ball strike this time. 3 balls, 1 strike here for Myers. Can he fight his way out of this? Runners on the corners. Change up. We'll load him up here for United. Just the one out. Milligan with an opportunity here. Safe hit, scores at least 1. Fouls the opening pitch away. Change up from Takuru. Holds his hands up to Turnbull on third base, but I don't think there was any chance that Turnbull was going to try and make it home there. Patience needed. Milligan, hard hit, ground ball picked up by Takeshi, turns the double. The plate there. I'm not sure if they're going to score that one. Lead runner taken out at second. First play in the double. Hard strike by Milligan, just not able to get past Takeshi, who is an absolute trap in the shortstop position. Lead-off batter for Mounties, number 22, Mitch Williamson. Round out to shortstop. At his number, previous trip to the plate. Let's see what he can do here as the lead-off. Opening pitch on the inside from Russo. Upstairs this time, Williamson holds his hands back. See the movement, it was a nice check. Mitch. This time he gets his hands to it, fouls it away. The ball's one strike. We're going to miss this time from Williamson. It was a nice pitch from Russo, good speed. You see Williamson replaying it there. Two now to count. It's a piece of this one high into right field. Hunter tracks it, makes a catch. Came in originally, didn't realise the ball was moving. There in right field, tracked it, as I said, got the glove up perfectly to take the catch. First out for Mounties. Brings up Hui Okafalau. Has a look at the first pitch for a ball. Put the last one down the third baseline. Unfortunately, he might have got up completely out. He's had a safe hit on an error. Jape to bunt, the corners come in. It's 2 all in the bottom, or the top of the fourth. Unmoved. The ball's one strike now. Ground ball. It's past Milligan. There's no play on that one as it makes its way into right field. A safe hit for Fui. Sees him arrive safely at first base. Brings up AB. Jamie Barrington. Safe hit. Beautiful line drive into right field. The hands up to one high. Nailed it. One inside. I think he agreed with the call of umpire Burks. Okafalau goes. That was a little bit high. Good speed from Okafalau. Ryan got across. Speed of Fui. Sees him arrive safely at second. A throw from McDonald, just a touch high. It took a while to get the ball down. Snuck his foot into the base. AB now has a runner in scoring position. One out. It's out one. Chopper. Taro attacks it. Gets the ball over to Milligan to complete the out. So JB advances the runner to third. He's up number 43, Seth Charter-Smith. Another hitter capable of hitting it long. Runner on third in Fui. It's not going to take much to score a run here. Nice pitch from Russo. Charter-Smith. Massive swing and a miss. Change up this time, gets another massive swing from Charter-Smith. Wound himself up, let loose. The off-speed pitch of Russo was on the money there, right on the spot. Back to Russo, can't field it in. The follow-through on that one gets away from Ryan, so safe hit, scores a run. They go ahead again, Mounties 3-2. On being called. Movement aplenty here. Like Russo being taken out of the circle. Milligan comes across from first base. Ryland Moore comes onto the field. He'll make his way out to shortstop, to centre field. Sorry. Hunter will come from the field. Russo make his way out to first base. See if I've got that right. So it's out first. Top of the lineup here for Mounties. Number 30, Ken Takeshi. Round out. Third base. One high and gets away. McDonald behind the plate. Start young Ethan would have been looking for. Smith stands on two. Pitch. Takeshi gets it through to the catcher for another ball. Nice line drive, that'll find centre, hits the grass as well. Go into the middle, another run scores. As Seth Charter-Smith makes his way across home plate. Safe hit double for Takeshi. That puts Mounties ahead. It's again 3-2 now. As Boon Hin Ling makes his way up to the plate for his third trip. That one found away. Keshi in to get off second. He was on the move. Winds up again, high, gets away. Keshi makes his way around to third. Hard hit, picked up beautifully by Woolley. Check the runner going home. Had a look at the play at first, made the throw on the money. Russo gets the job done. It's a hard hit ball, beautifully picked up by Woolley on the hot corner. As I said earlier, he's been peppered there. Probably got his team out of it with a nice throw over to first base to complete the inning. Not before Mounties go ahead once again. They lead 3-2 as he make way into the bottom of the fourth. Russo leads off here for United. Takuru remains in the circle for Mounties. Opening pitch for Russo, called strike. Another call there. Russo. So he looks like he agreed with the call. Base is up once again. Poise in the box from young Russo. There's a big chop at that one. That'll send him back to the dugout. He's up Harry McDonald. Set to get about his work once again. A nice pitch for a strike. Big swing. Catcher, Harrison McDonald. Piece of that one, fouls it away, there'll be no play. Two strikes on him here. Can McDonald fight his way out of this one? Guru looks to deliver the knockout blow. Right, gets down low and away. And the catcher, no damage done. Ball, two strikes. balls, 2 strikes. Score correction. 4-2 Mounties. Previous setback. Dog gets his hands high up at that one. There'll be no play off the roof here. Let's cover from Roberts and Lee. The Mounties just took the corner of the roof here. Throws his hands at a high one for another K2 for Kuru. It's 2 out now for United. Brings to the plate for the first time in this match, Ryland Moore. Place of Nicholas Hunter. 2 out. Score correction is Mounties 4, United 2, having scored 2 in that previous at-bat. This pitch he faces, gets a piece, fouls it away. Off speed there, was up high and rolling off at a shot, but was nowhere near the pitch. Shook his head. Got his way out of this one. Holds his hands that time, thought about it. Looked to reach for it, but held his hands back beautifully. One ball, 2 strikes here on the batter, Ryland Moore. And goes down looking. It's good speed from Takuru, right on the spot. Third out. They'll come out to do their work. Looking down the barrel of a 4-2 scoreline. They need to get Mounties out here without additional runs and then look to come out firing. Zach Roberts leads us off here for Mounties, number 66. Pop flies first 2 trips to the plate. Has a look at the opening pitch for a called strike. Body language expert. I don't think Zach agreed with that call. Doesn't matter. He has to go again. Milligan delivers one, hands go up high, fouls it away. Catch taken by Pitaro. There'd be a lack of communication there. There were bodies everywhere. The young United outfit. More coming from right field. Russo from first base, and eventually Shorty Bataro with the catch in foul territory. One down for Mounties, brings up home run hitter in this match, Hitana Takuru. Milligan fires one in. Takuru wants a piece here. Strike. Change of speed 2 from Milligan. Guru unmoved. And up high. Milligan well aware of what Takuru capable of. Doesn't want to put anything in the hitting zone. The ball's one strike to count. Just misses. Yeah, the call from the shortstop. Nice pitch, good pitch. Didn't miss by much that one. 3 balls, 1 strike. Ground ball, backhanded by Ryan, fires it over to 1. Russo with the underhand catch completes the out. Two dead now. He's up first base, Ethan Roberts. Back on it. Good ball. A bit of time here if United can get another out. Another at bat. Trail by 2. Obviously Roberts fouled that one away off the back net. Takes the umpire in the back. Works unfazed. Register. Well upstairs. McDonald all into duty there, had to spring up, take the catch. No runners on. 2 balls, 1 strike. Here for Ethan Roberts. It's a piece of that one into left field. Elliott just gets underneath it beautifully. Sighted it early. Found his position out there and just waited for the ball to land in the glove for the 3rd out. That's what United needed to do. So Milligan, a nice inning there. Restricts the Mounties to no runs. And now it's their job to come out with the bats firing. Trail by 2. Bottom 5. Play ball called by umpire Burks as Mounties infield come together, and Shorty Bataro leads off here for United. Shorty with a nice double centre right. Nice trip to the plate. Look to back that up if he can. Try and take this game away from United here. Taro swings at an off-speed pitch from Takuru. It wasn't the full change. Just took enough off it to break the timing. Taro was a big swing from the young fella. And ball 2 strikes to count. Need a lead here, United. It's a piece of it again. It's a line drive. It'll get under the glove of Okafalau. Out to the fence. Bataro, good speed. He'll make his way around to third. Throw comes from Charter Smith. Head first dive into the base. Gets away from the throw, which is a little bit off the money. Time called. And Bataro with a stand-up triple. Okafalau not having the best games out there in right field. He charged in for that one. Got under the glove. And then the centre fielder had to back it up all the way to the fence. And we might see a change here. Falau out of the game. Like Finn Gutherson makes his way into that position. Tough day at the office for Okafalau. Brings us to the top of the lineup for United. Zeke Turnbull. A pair of stand-up doubles under his belt today. Playing in the DP role, leading off United, so we're back at the top of the lineup. Seen Turnbull not moving freely around the bases as well. Some of those hits could have been triples. That one's hit along the ground, picked up by the shortstop. Akeshi has been outstanding in that position, but a run scores off the bat of Turnbull. You can see him gingerly coming back to the dugout. And my sideline eye, Lachlan Collins tells me Zeke injured his knee at his school athletics carnival in the high jump. That's why he's not moving as freely as he would like. Brings up number 85, Josh Ryan. Score now 4-3 in favour of Mounties. And Ryan holds his hands back from that one. No. Ryan with a ground out to Takeshi and a sack bunt in his first trip to the plate. It's a piece of that one, hits it hard into centre field, but it'll be an easy catch out there. Williamson gets underneath it, completes the out. 2 down now for United. 4-3 the score. Sean Elliott to the plate. A pair of safe hits. Coach Peter Rayner brings out some water for the pitcher. Infield bathed in sunlight here, my apologies. It's quite warm, breezes just come up. Elliott needs to get on base here. Even better for United if he can put one over, which is a much tougher ask than most with Takudu going about his business in the circle. Pops one up, and Takudu calls his third base into action. Catch is taken. We'll start another inning here. Milligan can complete the outs. Make our way into the top of the sixth. It is Mounties leading 4 runs to 3. Number 22, Mitch Williamson leads off for Mounties. The sixth lead 4-3, and Milligan delivers the first pitch up high, gets away from the catcher. Tendency to throw high. Ethan hasn't been able to find the spot up there. That one's much better. Williamson has a swing and a miss. Nice comeback for young Ethan. 1-on-1. And goes upstairs. Williamson born into a swing this time. This time he gets a piece of it, hits it into right field. Moore gets underneath it, tracks it beautifully all the way to the line, takes the catch. And one up, one down. The start that United were after. His hands up to it, Williamson, nudged it into right field. As I said, right, Roland Moore tracked it beautifully, got underneath it to take the catch. Brings up Finn Gutherson, his first trip to the plate, backhanded by Bataro, fires it over to 1, 2 up, 2 down. Out now, brings to the plate Jamie Barrington. Another nice piece for Barrington. Got on the first pitch. Line drive into centre field. Good day at the plate for JB. Certainly didn't want me saying anything bad about him. He's now up here in the box, but he's playing beautifully out there. Young Jamie. Straight back at Milligan. The no-look catch, it has to be said. Self-preservation. Wasn't sure he had it in the glove. Accepts the fist bumps by his teammates. They get the job done. No runs added to the total. It's a 4-3 Mounties lead. What will complete the innings here. Exactly what United needed to do. Coach Rayner hands the ball to Kudu, so he'll see this one out. Want to get the job done. Lead-off hitter here will be the 4-hole, Dan Myers. Lyons steps up to the plate. Gets a piece, backhanded. Throw in the dirt, picked up in time, dug out. Roberts was a good pickup. Charter Smith, the throw into the dirt. The glove work of Roberts, good enough to get the out. And one down for United. They trail by one here, bottom 6. Ethan Milligan steps up to the plate. That one was a little inside. You can see he tried to get out of the way of it. Umpire Burks said it took enough of the plate to be called a strike. Change up in the dirt, gets away. 1-1 the count for Milligan. On the inside missed. 2 balls, 1 strike. Milligan ready once again to Kudu. Fires it in. Milligan with a nice piece. It's hit long and hard. Off the top of the fence. Milligan will make his way to second. He'll have to get down and dirty. Head first dive into the base. A nice double. It was millimetres away from going over. That'll bring up Jacob Russo. So with the K2 last time out to bat. 20 lets go high for the first pitch. That's his account with the ball. And just misses as well. A nice start here for Russo. This one he gets a piece off, hits it high and long into right field, over the head. Milligan makes his way around to third. And a double for Jacob Russo. Gutherson and Williamson in outfield. It fell between them. Charter Smith at second, remonstrating with his outfielders, telling someone to put a name on it. Brings to the plate Harry McDonald, the catcher. Flying run stands at third in the form of Ethan Milligan. The go-ahead run, winning run on second in Jacob Russo. McDonald takes a called strike to open his account. Hard hit ground ball. Runner goes home. Milligan. No play at the plate. He scores. We're all tied up. 4 apiece. Fielder's choice from Takeshi. And the throw was off the plate. Ming had to work hard to get to the ball. Eventually had no play. Nikana back into the match to have a hit here. Gets a piece of it, fouls it away down the third baseline. Just the one out. Runners on the corners here for United. Safe hit will score. An outfield hit will score with the one out. One gets away from Ling. No damage done. Runners hold. Winning run on third base in the form of Jacob Russo. Low in the dirt. Taken beautifully by Ling behind the plate. 2, strike one the count. Bowed away. Who's his role here? It's to get on or score Russo. Change up, and one's hit down the third baseline. Gets away, runner will score. Russo crosses home on the error. McDonald scores as well, but they only needed the one. Russo, as soon as he crossed, United take it out. They come from behind in the bottom of the 6th to take victory. Great match. Mounties not happy with themselves. Gloves being thrown. Errors made in that last inning. That was costly. And United take it out to start this day of final round matches for the State League. Additional foes as well. Mounties and United, a long history. And that time United get the better. They take out that match. Stick around, plenty more action coming your way from Blacktown. We'll take a break. Next game scheduled to get underway at 11 o'clock.